This is the young dog in Morales versus the grizzled old vet in Max Griffin. Even though he don't look like it, Max Griffin damn near 40 years old, bro. But he is a sharp 40-year-old who I think at the end of the day, man, you came off of a Legends tour, you beat up all the old guys and whatnot, right? Not all of them. You did just lose to Neil Magny, but you're kind of getting Song Kanan, Carlos Condit, Neil Magny, all those guys, right? Now, Michael Morales, man, this is a dude where I think he's not raw as a prospect. I think he's very talented. We've both been very high on this guy. But I think this is one of those spots where experience is going to play a vital factor because Michael Morales has one tendency that I don't like about him, but it works. And he has that Dusko tendency a little bit. I feel disrespect. We shouldn't even say that about Dusko anymore. But his chin is sky high in some of these fights, man, where he's throwing the big combination, he's slipping out, and that chin is just hanging there. And you're like, ooh, Max Griffin, if there's one thing we know about him is he hits really hard, right? It might not seem like it, but he's digging in your calf, right? He's cracking you with a left hook, whatever the case may be. So in a pure striking matchup, do you think Max Griffin holds any edge against Michael Morales?
Yes, Derek. And it's in that strength you're talking about, in that power he has, and in how to know how to utilize his body. And that's what I was thinking about when going through this fight. Michael Morales, he not raw at all, very polished fighter, but still kind of coming into his own. I mean, what is he, 24? This dude's starting off at the peak. So he's starting to kind of learn this. Max Griffin, 37, has known it for a while. That experience speaks volumes. When you know how to use your body in the right kind of mannerisms, pick up the ticks that everyone else is doing. And like you said, when Morales does, he fights high, he fights long, but when he pulls back chin right up in the air. Max Griffin is one, he hits like a Mack truck. So if he's able to catch you on one of those, catch you on a pullback where he's entering and able to slip one in, it's going to be a rough fight. But if there's anybody that's game for it, Michael Morales is there to have a very fun fight. And that's what makes me most excited about this cat. Yeah, he's a young guy coming in, probably going to have to take his licks, probably going to have to take his lessons learned. But 14-0 coming into the UFC, this guy has a lot of hype and a lot of promise behind him. I'm excited to see this fight because it is very much the old dog taking on the new hungry up-and-comer.
And the Ultimate Fighter has been any indication, I think Chandler's team is like 6-0 versus McGregor, all the vets, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll see how this one plays out. I will say one thing that's important to note about this fight is that Max Griffin is not just a striker. He's a very well-rounded fighter, and he can kind of take this fight wherever it goes, right? You got to kind of compound that with he's a durable guy, bro. Michael Morales, he wins against a lot of these guys using his length. And, fair play. You have it, use it. But if you're finishing guys round one, round two, all that, Max Griffin, I think he's been finished once in his entire career, one time. So that's kind of the point, is this man's fought, he got damn near 30 fights. You've been finished one time. Morales, you better have a full, well-rounded game plan to get this man out of here because as an old veteran who's in it, who's a little pissed off when he got the matchup, as one of those guys, yeah, you got a tough fight incoming. However, if Michael Morales does get the win, how does he do it?
Ooh, I think he does it by decision, Derek. I think he outspeeds the older Max Griffin. He's able to just literally not get touched. Maybe it's a boring fight, or maybe someone would call it technical. There's a chess match going on. I think that's going to be the way. If you put yourself in danger with Max Griffin, you're going to be literally in pain. This guy hits very hard. So I think he's going to have to win the footwork battle. What about you?
You know what? I'm going to take the opposite approach. I think if Morales wants to win this fight, he needs to finish Griffin. Because if you look at Griffin, vast majority of his wins are decisions, right? He's decisioning up. He knows how to win a 3-round fight. And I think when it gets to that midpoint of round two, things could start swinging. I expect Morales to come out hot and to look really good at the jump. But it's not about how you do in the first 5 minutes. It's all 15, right? So I like Max Griffin here. I'm going to be boring again, unfortunately, and I'm going to take another decision. Plus 400 prop for Max Payne Griffin, the chiseled veteran who has fought some stout opposition. Give me that decision. How you see it?
Yeah, I'm going the same route, Derek, decision, but I'm actually going Morales on this one. Like I said, I think he's going to win the footwork battle and put on a performance right here.
You better just keep that chin tucked. That's all I got to say, man. Keep the chin tucked.